Okay.
Hi, Mohammed.
Hi there.
Hi. Thank you for your patience yesterday.
Oh, no problem. That's cool.
Yeah. I was thinking that the 1 hour we didn't do yesterday, you and I can have that around the PowerPoint presentation, this one. Uh, Maybe in details, if you're not able to finish it, we can see how you and I can work on it offline, and then we will offset that 1 hour that we didn't utilize yesterday. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, no problem. As you wish.
Okay. I'll message you.
Okay, so yeah, I want to ask you about this. On this presentation, the only thing you're going to apply is the animation transitions, right?
Correct. And the design. Just to give you some context, sorry, could you bring your laptop closer? Thank you. So just to give you a context, we have our graduation ceremony of the last class this Saturday, so in 2 days. So this presentation will be in the background as we project when our MC is speaking, and our MC is on slide 2. And pretty much whenever we have someone coming up to do a presentation for 2, 3, 5 minutes, we will project their pictures there. For example, that's our MC. So the MC will be introducing me. No, he will be, next slide. Next slide. So he will talk about our academy a year from now, what we have done. Then he will click, and then slide 4, the video will play. If you go to slide 4, so that video is a highlight of a year of our academy, right? Which is like 4 minutes or so. Once we are done, the MC then will introduce me on slide 5, right?
Right.
So then I will be speaking. So there I'll be speaking for 10 minutes. I would like to add some content which probably would have some animation and transition. I will do a speed coaching session with, something about what we are doing. When I'm done, then next slide, Dr. Mudupe will be on. He will talk about 2 points. When he is done, then our guest of honor, slide 7, and the same thing all the way to the end.
Cool. I
So
understand now.
you understand, it's very simple. So what I would like you to share with the team here is, based on the template that we have shared with you, how can we make this PowerPoint presentation really powerful, also in line with what we learned on the transition, so that it really looks professional, because the people in the audience will be high-profile individuals. So there will be ministers, ambassadors of countries like the USA, CEOs of banks, etc. So we want it to be top-notch. So I don't know if this says top-notch to you, or if there are recommendations that you have to improve this. So
Oh, no
that's
problem. I
basically,
think we can
yeah, that's the
should
spirit
improve
behind it.
this. Um,
We all had that presentation, right? It will be easier, sorry, to follow. Do you have a way to split the screen?
Yes,
Oh, cool.
here we go. You sent it by email?
Yes, yesterday.
Cool. I'll go.
all right. Okay. Yeah, let's do some analyzing for the presentation. This probably would be like your first step for every time you design or you want to improve the presentation, is to go through all the slides and understand the structure of that presentation. So for example, if you see all of these slides here, we can notice that they all have the same structure, which is good for us. The structure is the background graphic, text, second text, icon, and an image. So we can create a master layout that we can use for all of that, and we can make that easier for us, because when we do a master layout as we train it for, we can control the whole presentation much faster. So even if you are in problem while you are already in the scenario, in the meeting, you can actually fix it there right away. You don't have to save time or get in stress if you want to change something in the presentation. So that's the first step. It is to analyze the structure of your presentation and understand how many layouts or master layouts you need to control your whole presentation. And we're lucky to have that. We only need one master layout to control the whole presentation, because it all looks almost the same, which is good for us. Let me make it smaller here because, okay. All right. So, yeah, like I said, the master layout will allow us to add an animation as well, design, add more content or a watermark in any way we want. To do so, first of all, as I understand, the background, that's an image, right? So, or not? That should be an image or background.
Format background is right click. So you right click. Okay, we all right click.
No, you see, let's see if I click here.
Are we still analyzing?
Oh, actually, this is a good example. Yeah, you can take notes about this. If you have if you I don't know, download a presentation and the background here is an image embedded along the presentation, but you want to take that image away, you can click here and save background. PowerPoint will save that background picture into a normal picture that you can do wherever you want. So in our case, we had, should have it here.
So you want to remove that picture, you want to right click and format background, is that right?
That's in case if you want to remove the picture. No, if you want to remove the picture, of course, you can just go format background and do whatever you want. But now you see that we have a picture here, but well, I don't know if you want to still using this picture, or if you want to, I don't know, search for another picture, or we create our own template for that, but it doesn't matter. I mean, actually, the look of this circle is not bad. It's cool, because we can walk through the, yeah, we can continue.
Question that Mulalo and I had about those pictures, because those pictures are, you know, design ideas from PowerPoint. Sometimes PowerPoint gives you design ideas. So that is one of the design ideas. If we were to change that color from green to, let's say, what color would you like? Any color from the logo, right? Like blue or yellow. Is there a way to do it, or is it?
Well, yeah, they have something similar to that. I'm not so sure, but it's not exactly as we would think about it. Yeah, I think it's this way here, but it will not give you exactly what you want, for sure. So no, I think it's not. Yeah, as I told you, I think it's a.
Okay, no worries. So
it's
a static object.
Subtitle.
Oh, you're also having the same thing? Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting it up
What
on the
is
drive.
this? Serious?
It's heavy. It's almost half a gig.
Sorry, where did you create this presentation? I don't think it's not.
Yeah, yesterday. Really quickly.
No, I mean, did you use the PowerPoint 2019s or an old one? Because this image is not. This is not normal background. You see?
Actually, I'm using Mac, So I don't know if it is,
Oh.
it makes a difference.
Yeah,
It
that makes
is
sense.
a design, yeah, from Mac, and Mac has actually better templates than regular PC or laptop.
Oh, well, good, good. I think we learned about that because right now you can see that the background is very different from there. For example,
Don't
if we
worry
change
about
the
it.
color here, no, it's not the same. I mean, look here. If I change the color here, only this small space will
That's
actually.
what we wanted to
We knew
change.
this.
Mohammed, show us
Yeah.
that again.
You see, if I change the
That's
color here,
mm-hmm.
not the whole presentation, not the background is being changed. Only this small picture, and
It
that
works.
That's
this
right. That's exactly what we wanted to change.
cool.
It's perfect.
Well, it's not as simple as it looks. I mean, it's not mean that if
Where
you
did
select blue,
Background.
it's gonna get blue.
So let's try a dark blue. Let's see what it does.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why it's no, it's not about that, guys. You see, it's
Okay.
not gonna give you exactly the color we want. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. We can just keep with that. Hey, what's that? Okay, we're gonna do some
Format picture and then
picture editing as well. All right,
with the dark version.
we have 19 slides. It's not a problem. We can do some fast improvements here. First, we're gonna walk through whole pictures and make them round. Because right now, you can see that they are not round. See? To do so is very simple. On the crop, you select here and you go circle or oval, since we want a circle shape. Then you click on this button here to actually crop it exactly the way you want. When we
Much
do
better.
that,
The one I didn't like.
It's better than the other one.
So you went to, sorry, the circle one was the object, right? How
yeah,
did you get?
we go to format and the picture tools.
Format.
Oh, okay. And then?
Then you click crop, then crop to shape. This means we'll to crop it in the shape of or any of these shapes we see here.
I don't know.
So yeah, that's actually cool. I mean, you can even make it hard like this.
It is very cool.
And the shade of the heart. Oh,
It is
Oh my-
absolutely cool, Mohammed.
that's awesome.
You're a rock star.
Yeah, that's one of the good things. That's actually they give us a lot of stuff to do because, for example, if this is you see, if we can do a copy here, then yeah, that's another thing to learn. If you have a picture and you did a lot of editing inside PowerPoint for that picture, but you want to restore the default, you click on this small arrow, then you click reset picture and size. It's going to give you the exact picture as you copy it or insert it the first time in PowerPoint. But as you can see, for example, here, let's say if you want to do, I don't know, added some glow here, or no, something to be more.
Anything that
Beautiful.
goes with
Let's say
that
something.
picture frame.
No.
You sure?
What if I want to do just simple? You see the shadow here? You see there is a shadow on the border? But I don't want it to stay there. I want it to be exactly on the border of the circle, of the ring circle, and not the entire picture. This is because this is a GPG, that's why it's not letting us get inside the picture. So what I did is the same picture and we did the crop thing. Now if I want to add it like this glowing blue outside the picture, I can easily do that with this, because after I crop it, you can see there's this glue bold color on the border. We added that by the shadow. The shadow is normal shadow, as you all know, but if you center the shadow in the center of the element, it's gonna be like glowing with the color we want. shadow is not, shadow can be any color you want. So if you put it black, it's going to be black. If it is yellow, it's going to be blue. So whatever color you select here, it's going to give you the color, sorry, it's going to give you a color of the shadow that you want. But probably in this, in our presentation, we should not use that because, as you can see, we have some pictures here without, like without circle shape, so we cannot do that for now. But just for your information, that's a good one to use. Stop. Let me. I think I need to stop this one. Okay. So. All right. So as I said, we're gonna go through every picture and fix them to make them perfect for the position. This can take some time or be a little bit hard because it depends on the picture dimension that's gonna give you whatever you want. Okay, but this is cool. But of course, we don't need to do that all the time because we already have a ready image for that, but probably you guys didn't use it. Yeah, because when I designed the logo, I already have this transparent version of it. So I can just do that and use the transparent, which is better quality. Cool. Yeah, one more thing. Some stuff to help you with the alignment of the objects. If you go to the slide of the master layout, as I said, if you do a change here, it will be on all the pages. So for that, we're going to go to the master slide here, and we're going to add the vertical and horizontal guide. That's going to help us know where's the center of the slide. Yeah, we go to the slide to the master layout, then to the slide master, the Office slide master, the first slide. When we did that, we go back to our slide here. We can see there is an horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, that's going to help us put the objects in the in what we call center, because that's always going to give us the best alignment of the elements. You can always do that on going to format, then you do whatever you want. You select the alignment you want, but the element you are for is the centered like this. Okay. Unfortunately, the picture here does not give us the exact center here because the picture is not. I'm talking about this circle here, this glowing circle. It's not in the center of the presentation. So for that, we'll have to see with ourselves to know the exact center of this. I mean, we're going to have another line for the center of the picture that we're going to place here. Why this is going to help us a lot? Because first, how we can control that we're going to put this picture and the previous picture on the same position, and they will be centric with each other. That will be very hard. For that, we'll need to go to size and properties. Then we'll have two stuff to check on. The first is the size. The size should be the same. The two pictures should have the same size. So if you do select what would be the best position and size for the picture, and let's say this is 5.23 and it's square, so we need to lock the aspect ratio and make this 23. So that will be a perfect box. The ratio means 1:1. Okay, that means like it's the square. A square is a ratio of 1:1. If it is rectangle, that's different ratio. So what we want, and as I said, we took the height and the width the same for this picture. You can select wherever value it fits for you. Then we go to the first picture here, and we got the same format here, size, and we select the 5.23, and this is should be the same. Okay, when we did that, you can see that the look aspect ratio is on, and when I change any of this value, the second value will change currently to the first one. This means right now there is a ratio between those two values, and it's always going to be the same because I looked it here. But what we don't need that, because we want the picture to be a square and with a ratio of 1:1. So what to do so, as usually, we click over set picture. It's going to make a picture on its original state.
Sorry, what's that option? Is it lock graphic?
Yeah, lock is actually a very good idea for pictures. Why? Because if I did not put this as lock, if I try to maybe make the picture bigger, I can play with it like this. This is not good for pictures. Okay, yeah, this is not. It's actually making. As you can see, I mean, people have every face or every human body has its own ratio, and you cannot make it like this big or taller like this. This doesn't work with shapes. Shapes you can make them the way you want. It doesn't matter. There's no inside content. But when it comes to people, you should always keep the aspect ratio as it is from the original picture, so it gives you a normal ratio, which is portrait. Okay, so for that, by the way, this is a bad picture. It's really bad picture, because when you take picture for someone, well, at least if you try to gather the pictures, or when you ask someone to send you a picture, always ask for a like square picture, or what they call a passport picture. The passport picture should be something like this. So if I want, as I told you guys, if I want to make this circle, I actually need to go here and crop it as a circle, but not just that. To help me with that, I will put just a border here. That's just temporarily, just for me to see the border of that picture. Then I click here and I try to make it, so I try to create a 1:1 ratio circle. And to do so, you always check on these two values, okay? Okay, again, right now we are editing the picture and make them the same position and the same sizes. So to do so, after I crop it as a oval, yeah, we can see the two values here, and as we can see right now, the width is less than the height, so we have to play with the height a little bit, make it small to be exactly as the width. And even if it's not always. I mean, you will not be able to always make it as you want. But if you get them very close to each other, you can just play with them with some decimal numbers. Oh, good. That's all. That's what we need. So now we go here. We lock the aspect. Then we make this 4, and we're good. We get the aspect back. Now you can know that half the forehead of the man is missing. So
What to say?
so what we do, the good thing, this is the PowerPoint one. You can see the live colors, and there is these colors like gray. So what you do, you click on Shift on the keyboard. You click on Shift, then you click on the image on any place on the image, and you drag it down like this. Then we can move it to position we want. Then I just click on crop to save this. Then delete this border I create. Delete it like this. So right now we have the same. What's that? The same dimension with the first picture we did here, which is no, it's not the same. But yeah, we're gonna fix it. Yeah, no problem. It's 1:1, so that's what we want. If I go here, and if I put this 51, the second as well will go the same because they have an aspect, the ratio is locked. Last step is the position. We go format picture, then we go size, we decollapse that, then we go to position, the second tab. Position, horizontal position is 0.24 and this is 1.55. So that's going to be exactly what we're going to use. Here and here, 1.55. Now, if I play with the page up and down on the keyboard to go from slide 1 to 2, you can see that the pictures have the same position. Both pictures have they have the same position and they have the same, if I select that, they have the same position and the same dimensions, which is exactly what we're trying to accomplish. All right, that's a good thing. Okay, now let's say that we want to.
Can we say there? Yeah, exactly. So when we are in the presentation mode also, ideally we would like for those two different texts to come at different times, like 1 year, one industry. Can we make it just appear in different ways? Yeah, exactly. So you can actually just create 1 year.
Yeah, of course. Let's see.
And then one industry separately, and then the academy's name separately. So that's the effects I believe we good to show.
Okay, so you said 1 year separately and 1 year separately, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. And okay, right now, as I said in the first of this session, that we need to analyze how the content would be, and as we said, all the slides have this same structure. So to do so, we're gonna be able to make a very easy.
Before you move on, Mohammed, why are you changing the writing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's get back. Wait for this. Okay, let me go back, tell you what's happened. Okay, you see this box here?
Mm-hmm.
Box is not, it doesn't have like, it's more like hard to control. So if I put it like this, you see?
Okay.
So it's not
So
very, yeah, you can see there's like some space that we need to control. But when I just copy and paste it, it's perfect.
So all you did was to copy and paste it, and it created a more controllable box.
Correct.
So how would I know that I'm creating a box that's going to give me problems? Where does that original one ideally come from?
Let's say the original one like this. You see this one here? You can see you can remark that there is some space on the bottom, but we can't remove it. So
yes,
that space is actually here on the spacing stuff. If you go line, you can see there is 6 after spacing. I put it 0, boom.
Yeah.
It should go.
Okay.
And then I can make big.
I've struggled with some templates where I have had that, and I ended up just copying a new slide and creating it from scratch. So what you're showing me today is that if I copy the content and just paste it anywhere on the slide, it will give me a new format. Am I correct?
Not new format, but like the default. It will load the default format.
As in it won't have those spaces.
Yeah, the default is always like simple, without no extra space, nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, some stuff on the home page to learn. Forma painter. This means I will copy the forma of this text and paste it in this one. And I delete this one.
The slide master, so it affects all other slides.
Yeah, I'm adding a placeholder for text, so we can control that easier when we want. To do so, second thing, same thing. So then now we can delete these two. We don't need them. And we put these two on the position we want. We make this 0, then we make it as bigger as the space here. Then we put this here, and we can add a guide on the.
With the spacing.
And we put this on the center of the left side. That's gonna help us understand.
Where are you? In format.
Yeah, I clicked here to add that, okay? That's gonna help us a lot because we right now on PowerPoint you can't go here and select a line to the center left. You see, to the center half left. This is the half left, right. Sorry, you can't center an object there. So I just added this line here so I can know what is actually the what's the word? Yeah, where's the center of this zone? Second, Master, we'll go.
Mohammed, your audience is lost.
Thank God we are recording videos, right?
Hello. Can you hear me now?
No, they're lost in the sense of they don't know where you are and what you're doing. We're kind of struggling to catch up with you today. It's almost like you're on some Red Bull tip or energy drink tip.
We have a lot of things to do. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been recorded, so you can always ask and watch it again. So right now what I did is I create just a simple, I added 2 placeholder text for this master layout, and how to make them appear is to click on reset. Whoops. Take that back. We need to leave that. Okay, so that's the thing. So this is on the back end. These actually slide master. That means on Mac they have a different template. So since we want to keep this here, I think we'll have to sacrifice using the slide master, and that's not a problem. We're still in good position. We'll continue manually, and let's make these on the center, which they are already. Okay. You see, there's yellow, then green, but here, guys, you can see it's green then yellow. So I'm not so sure. Is that correct? No problem?
There's no logic.
Okay, yeah, we continue. Okay, no problem.
Well, there's no logic to that. It's not like it wasn't created on purpose. That's the answer I got.
Okay.
It turned out that way.
But
Okay, because okay, you can see these are persons, right?
Yeah.
That one is for your company.
we reverse.
So
No, it was not on purpose. It just happened to come out that way. So your guidance will be much appreciated.
cool. Then I guess here we can actually do. If we select this. Oh, sorry, not that. This.
Yeah. Darker, if you can tone the blue down, like.
Good luck. There you go.
Mohammed?
Yeah, I'm here.
So the blue, I like the blue you just put in the circle. Can you make it a little bit darker, like even less transparent? Does it work?
No, it's not as simple as it looks. Because this was not created by this version of PowerPoint. That's why you can't
That's
just
fine.
make it as we watch. So, okay.
Oh, okay. What do you guys think of that blue? Lighter blue, that. The other one you had.
But still, you can actually do it. And I think no, I think you can do that easily. We can leave this And after sending the PowerPoint, you go to you open the Mac, Office Mac there, and you can edit there easier. I'm pretty sure, or can even do that. But for now, we can continue here. Okay, so we put this in the center. That's the same here. There's some stuff that you need to always keep in mind. When you edit like this, sometimes you say, for example, the text is so small and I can't see it, or you say, hey, oh, it's small, let me make it bigger like this. But it doesn't actually work like that. Okay, always keep in mind that go into like the full screen, it's gonna be bigger, and if you put the projector, that will be even more bigger. So yeah, explain.
Because we already have the name in the logo. Because the message we want to convey is one year, one industry.
Mohammed,
Yeah.
what do you think in that previous slide that we take out the name? Do we need the name once we, because what Mireille is just saying is we have the name in the logo for our Coaching and Business Academy. Do we, if we remove that name, won't it look better aesthetically?
You're right. Look better. Good. Yeah, we take that out.
Can we focus on the transition for this one?
All right, let's do the show again.
The other way around. The cover one. The second one? After, no, after Regis.
Yeah, you know, you can try something for me. You know, on the animation, first let's find animation, and we need an interest animation, but we can go edit animation and we click more entrance effects. Okay, this is to load more effects. The one you see right now there on the top, they are just they are more like the default, but we need more. Like we need the whole collection. And what we want is something that will make the words appear. Then we control how that animation is gonna be played. And let's see, wait. Okay. Okay, let's test this one. If you go this one, you go effect, then click animation panel. Okay. On the animation panel, we want this to be automatic. So on click, we put with previous, which doesn't have any previous, so it will be automatically happen. But what we want is to click on double click here and animate text by letter or by word. We're going to use this by word. So the one you saw right now is by single character, but right now we're going to play it by word, which will make it more professional, like this. Okay, but probably want to make some small delay between the first and the second. So we're going to apply the same animation on the element after on the object after we split it into two. Okay. To do so, you can learn something here. As on the home, that we can form a printer. We can copy the forma and paste it to another object. We can also on the animation panel, we can have the animation painter. This means we copy the animation here, then we paste it on this object. And the same will go to the second object. Then we take this out. Yeah?
Animation, we can have versions by just using the format penta for the animation.
Yes. Yeah, the animation painter does not copy the forma or how the text is being displayed. It copies only the animation of that exact object. And when you paste it into other object, it will overwrite the other object animation and paste the new animation that you copied. So for this one to apply what we want, we need a delay between those two. We need the second to start after the first one. No, sorry. Yeah, exactly. And probably with just a delay of 1/4 of a second. Then we do our play. You see, that's how you do the difference, or how to create the delay. And if you ever open this, when you open this presentation and you want to like longer or make the delay bigger, to control that delay is to go to the second animation, or simply you see this, you click on this. When you click on this icon, the corresponding animation here will be selected. We'll select the first, it's the first. Second is second. And for you to make the delay bigger, you click on this first one, then you go in delay and, for example, make it 1 minute, 1 second. If you do that and we play all, the first one goes, then after a second, the second goes. You can do that right on like this.
Okay. Delay. Oh, look at that. Okay. So you've created delay after the first animated object.
Yeah, we split the object into two. We give them this, both of them will give them the same animation. But we set the second we want is to play after a set of delay of after the first animation, which is this delay here. That's what we did.
Right.
Cool. Okay, we're almost good with this. Yeah?
Thank you. Move on, still on the animation. That picture with the circle, is it possible to make that circle animated as well?
No, because this, I mean, I can't even control this picture. If you can get me the picture, as you can see it somewhere online, yeah, we can do something like that. But right now, we can't do anything about that. We can't even control it. Nothing.
But what we can do, in fact, I know you see the logo which is animated. Is there a way to combine the animated logo of the academy with that?
Oh, one second. No, I think we have. We might have.
We do. In the last PowerPoint design that we actually.
No, I'm talking that I want to. Right now, I want to. Oh, yeah, it's actually a good thing for you to learn. I want to search a picture online with this picture. I want to Google to search for this picture. So what I did, I go to slideshow, then I take a screenshot of the screen, then I go directly here. Then what I'm doing right now. Oh, sorry. No, this shouldn't be like this. Okay, I'll take a clean picture. I want to search on Google for a picture similar to that. So if we can get that right now, we can easily add an animation to it and to the logo as well. So what I did right now, over here, save it, desktop, then I go to Google Images. Yeah?
Mohammed,
Yes, I'm here.
can you show us that again, how to Google a picture?
Cool. You search Google Images. You click on the first image. Yeah, Google Image. But actually, you can just click on in any Google page research. You click on image. Google will give you an option here. You can actually click with this with your yeah. Then either if you have a URL, or you can upload a picture from your computer. That's what we are doing right now. I click choose file, and then I go to this desktop. And if we're lucky, Google will tell us if there is an image online that he saw and it's similar to this. And I believe there are. This looks like something. to create this picture is similar to what we do. Well, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just, but it's important to know how to search with the image, not just like text, as most people know. But okay, I don't see the picture here. Okay, let's wait for him. Okay, okay. No, I don't think we will be able to get it. So it's not a problem. Go back. All right. Yeah, let's get back here. So you said you want animation for the picture here. Okay. So
Or use that logo that you created that is animated for the academy. That's what Mireille was saying.
Which one?
The academy logo that you created for us that is animated.
We have one? Really? Let me
Yes.
see.
It's a PowerPoint presentation we looked at on day 1, Tuesday. It's called template or something.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, that's it, the one, yeah. The cover page. Actually, while we are there, Mohammed, after, yes, if you go to slideshow, you will see that this is animated.
Oh, I'm good. Okay.
You're the one who did it.
Yeah, I said I am good. Okay, then.
Very good.
I told you you're a rock star.
Okay. So I you see when I paste the object, PowerPoint will also paste the animation along with it. So what we do?
So there, maybe the animation can be the circle, there you go, and slower.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's something we need to learn about animation. Never put, if you put two elements that have animation and group them into one group, the animation will be gone. So yeah, just keep you updated with that. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I don't have to spend too much on that. Okay, so
Without?
okay, first, I think we should make the logo go before the text. So we put this animation last, and we make it after the previous, which is after that, and even after it, we give it half a second. Then we do that. Now we can test it.
The history shows very.
Cool. Yeah, I think we did.
Original or not? Yeah, now then we can prove it. I was 100%.
There's something we need to delete here. Yeah, time to learn. Okay, you see these objects? There's another picture of a Cora that is black and white. You can see it here. That's where it is. We need to delete that. But you can access it because it's like behind all. Oh. And we need to delete that, then get back everything in place. But instead of doing that, you can go to Arrange, then click Select Selection Panel, and here you can see all the elements without actually having to select them inside the slide. So if you select something here, it will be selected. Then I want to see that picture that I can see right now. So I can just hide everything, then delete that image I don't need, then make everything back to normal. And then All right. We're good.
Okay. The circle.
Can you do the presentation slide mode?
Okay. Let's see. Let me give me a moment. Okay. A shorter way to do, instead of going slide and like slide from current slide, that's Shift plus F5. So I can just go Shift plus F5. It's gonna get me from this page. We're good. All right. We, of course, this is particular animation because we break down the logo into smaller elements. But for a picture like this, we can only use one animation. To do that, we can combine two animations actually. Let's try this combination: fade in, fade in. Well, yeah, and maybe added the zoom. Oh, this is already a zoom within. Okay. Then we make a zoom, then fly in. Let's see the fly in. Okay. Then we make them both work at the same time. See how it's gonna work. Cool. See? Let me make this in RAL on T. Okay. The first one is fly in. Okay. The second is zoom. If I only play the second one, zoom is to make it bigger. The first is to fly it from down to the top, but we want to make it from the bottom left to the center. We play forward. Now it's it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine the two animation, the first and the second, to make them play together. When we do that, we will make the picture fly from the corner bottom left to the center, and not just go in normal size, it will be zooming at the same time. And we're gonna play it right now. That's how you can combine two animation at the same time. If you select mode, you can see here it's multiply. Was that clear? Cool.
That's fine.
Acceptable. Okay. Maybe you learn some stuff here inside the animation. Let's make these more, give them more speed.
Yeah.
Less speed.
Okay. So the rest of it is that time that you and Mireille will spend together to animate it. We're just thinking that maybe now it would be good to take us through on how we will conduct a Zoom class, yeah?
Zoom? You still have 2 hours, right?
Mireille explained something in the beginning. I guess you didn't get it. Since we still have 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I thought that will be an extra, except
Yes.
the 2 hours.
We're going to spend that 1 hour with you finalizing this presentation. So we don't do the 3 hours today, we just do 2 hours. So we can start with doing a Zoom class now.
All right. Okay. Yeah, since we're gonna do Zoom, we can't use Zoom to capture the Zoom because maybe if you didn't see it, but there is like a panel here on the bottom that you can't see. This is what I'm seeing right now. You see this banner? This green one, IT participant. That's I don't think you can see that, right?
Yes, we can.
No, not in the picture. There is two right now on the picture.
Zoom.
No, okay. Can you see it right now?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, maybe we can stop. I'll stop sharing here. Then let me. I'll stop the recording as well.